What is going on, my fellow movie nerds and geeks alike? Today, I have another haul video for you guys.
The suck zone.
I know. Enough with the hauls, but
I'm having a good time. Not.
hey man, if I have a good stack, I want to show them off with you guys and see what you think. See what you guys picked up recently. Before we get into it, do me a favor and like this video, and if collecting, horror, skateboarding, or any of that other nonsense that you might see on this channel entices you, please subscribe, because we do this shit a lot. Now, something you might have seen all over social media recently if you follow a lot of collectors like I seem to do, there have been lots and lots of pictures going around of the Steelbook section at Walmart. Since Best Buy has been ceasing to carry physical media, Walmart has been picking up the torch, and I've been seeing pictures of the Steelbook section at all these Walmarts. And I was a little hesitant, because our Walmart tends to not really carry anything that I see online. Not everything, but they did have a few of the titles that I have been looking for, and let's get into them. I picked up Twister, starring Helen Hunt and Bill Paxton. This one has like a glow-in-the-dark cover, which I don't really care about. I just wanted the movie. And for some weird reason, I never owned this movie, but I've always really enjoyed it. I always love that Goo Goo Dolls song that they play in the little RV when they're chasing the fucking tornadoes.
Oh man, this is the fun part, sweetheart.
Twister in a glow-in-the-dark case for some reason. I don't need a glow-in-the-dark case, but I wanted the movie, and it was really cheap, so why not? And now what really made me want to go to Walmart and look at movies in the first place, the Steelbooks. Picked up Mayhem on 4K Steelbook. This one stars Steven Yeun and Samara Weaving. It involves like people just kind of losing their mind, getting a rage virus, and taking it out on their employer for mistreatment. I always really loved this movie, and I never picked it up, and for this to get like a cool Steelbook treatment on 4K, I had to get it. It's so relatable on so many levels to us as an American people about hating our jobs and just wanting to take it out on the establishment. But anyway, yeah, Mayhem. Great movie, and if you have a Walmart, I suggest going to grab this one. And another movie that I just seemingly never grabbed, but now that it's on Steelbook and is readily available at stores, Anaconda. And the cast in this is insane. You got like Owen Wilson, Jennifer Lopez, Ice Cube, John Voight. It's kind of insane, all the people that are in this movie. But me and Vicky constantly quote this one at each other for no real reason. We're always just like, oh, they don't. But yeah, cool little Steelbook, Anaconda. Just such a product of its time. Those like late 90s creature features that were just coming along. And this is cheesy, funny, and just, God, so nostalgic of my childhood growing up that I had to own it, man. And one of the last Steelbooks I picked up was the VHS triple feature of 94, 99, and 85. Now, I didn't like all of these, actually. I actually really liked 94. 99 was okay. 85 was the newest one that just came out on Shudder. I didn't really care for that one, but I didn't own any of these movies yet, so to have them all in a nice little triple feature just makes my, like, collector completionist mentality just so whole. But yeah, Walmart has this readily available in Steelbook now, and if you like any of these, the price is pretty reasonable to get 3 different movies, so yeah, the VHS triple pack. And this next one Vicky picked up for me for my birthday way back in December, but it got delayed until March, and it did still show up early considering the release date I think isn't until March 19th, but it is the Ring collection. And this, of course, has the American versions of the Ring, not the Ringu from Japan series, but you have the original Ring, the Ring 2, and Rings. Now, the Ring is one of my favorite, like, Americanized J-horror remakes of all time. It is just so good. Gore Verbinski really killed it with this one. And we hadn't watched any of the sequels until we got this in this past week, and holy crap. The Ring 2 is so bad, and it's made by the guy who made the original Ringu, but it's so bad, it's so terrible. I really only bought this because we wanted the original Ring on 4K, and God, revisiting the Ring 2 was torturous, and we watched Rings as well, which is the third one. I didn't remember much about Rings, but I thought Rings was a little bit more palpable than the Ring 2, Vincent D'Onofrio showing up as like Samara's like would-be father was pretty interesting, but still also a pretty bad sequel. But I mean, to be able to get The Ring on 4K was worth it for me, and thanks, babe, for the late birthday present. And now these next ones are from our Monster Mania haul, so if you watched that video, you know, you've already seen what these are, but not everyone watches our, like, vlog going to this place or the movie theater type videos, so I wanted to show them off here as well. We got, Vicky picked up the Forgotten Giallo Volume 6, which was the only one we were missing so far. It's got Death Carries a Cane, which was awesome. Naked You Die, not that great. And The Bloodstained Shadow, which was okay. But yeah, Forgotten Giallo from Vinegar Syndrome that we picked up at the Vinegar Syndrome table at Monster Mania. And I also picked up The Scorpion with Two Tails by Sergio Martino. This was a Giallo that was originally made for TV. We watched it the other night, and yeah, this one's not so good. It kind of feels like 3 different movies in one, because I guess it was just 8 hours of a TV miniseries just kind of crammed together in this little like hour-and-a-half movie. Not terrible, but not the best Giallo. And I also picked up The Crimes of the Black Cat from Cauldron Films at the Diabolik DVD booth. This one was pretty cool. It's like has everything you want from a Giallo movie in it. You got your black glove killer, but it also introduces a really cool like concept where the killer is like poisoning the cat's claws, so it poisons the victims right before the killer kills them. Really cool and interesting story. So yeah, Crimes of the Black Cat from Cauldron. Eyeball from 88 Films. This one I didn't get at Monster Mania, but I picked it up from Orbit DVD not too long ago, and I never showed it off before. This is a cool Giallo. It follows like a group of people going to Spain on like a touristy group, and the killer is going around cutting people's left eyeball out, which is super interesting. But really fun Giallo, and the Spanish setting was a nice change of pace. Really enjoyed this one. And at the Severin table at Monster Mania, Vicky picked up Frank Henenlotter's Bad Biology on 4K. This one's like a pretty cool like media book kind of thing. It's like the super edition. But we still haven't checked this one out yet, but Vicky is a huge Frank Henenlotter fan, and I really enjoy his movies as well. But yeah, Bad Biology. I think we're going to check this one out later tonight, so really intrigued to see this one. It looks really dirty, almost like pornographic. So yeah, Bad Biology from Severin Films. And I also picked up Four Flies on Grey Velvet from Severin. This is Dario Argento's third animal film as a part of his like Bird with the Crystal Plumage, The Cat of Nine Tails. This was like the third of his like fake trilogy that he made using all animal pseudonyms or whatnot. But this one's impossible to find. You can't buy it from Severin's website. They only carry it at conventions. And yeah, it was really cool to find this one. And this movie was like super interesting, you know, like it's like very voyeuristic, and it involves like a like famous musician who's like caught in this web of accidentally killing someone, and the killer is killing everyone around him, and just super weird and bizarre. Great score, and this fucking release is amazing. It comes with the soundtrack and tons of special features. And yeah, if you can run into Severin Films at conventions, they do still have this on the table, and you can't get it anywhere else, and it's certainly not streaming anywhere. But this one was a lot of fun. I will always be a champion of Argento's Giallo stuff, and I'm so happy to finally own this and to have finally seen it.
Bill forgot to mention Ghoulies 2 and Chud 2.
That was my haul for like the past month. I know these videos are kind of silly of just like me showing off like what Vicky and I have bought recently, but it's cool to see what people are picking up, right? So yeah, there's that. Check your Walmarts for all those Steelbooks. That ours even had some of them. Make sure if you're at a convention, you go to the Severin table and the Diabolik DVD table. They are just so loaded with awesome stuff that we've been looking for years and years for. I hope you all are having a wonderful March, and if you're Irish like me, you're getting your corned beef, your cabbage, and eating enough potatoes to kill a small child. Later in this month, my buddy Brad and I are going to be doing like a bracket live video where we pit horror characters against one another until we come to a winner. That should be at the end of the month, but what have you guys picked up recently? Does your Walmart have all those cool Steelbooks? Ours didn't have all of them, but hey, at least it had some. Thank you so much for watching. If you could do me a favor and click the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're into this kind of stuff. And until the next video, you guys, I love you all. Adios.